Nicola Sturgeon continues to have a terrible day, week, and month as her burn supper speech was hijacked by the anti-SNP protesters. Okay, so it's been a while since we've seen the pro-unionist side in Scotland getting active, and we finally saw something. It's weird how the pro-SNP side and the anti-English side have been so vocal, despite the fact that the SNP government are destroying people's lives in Scotland. But then suddenly, recently, they've all gone quiet. Suddenly, they're a little bit ashamed of their party leader. Let's talk about what happened the other night. So, quite an end to Nicola Sturgeon's worst week in politics. I still don't think this was her worst week, but obviously it's creating the beginning of the end. The snowball has now started. She had a car crash interview over what a woman is. Classic. I love how these days these questions are so difficult for politicians, especially people like Keir Starmer. Back in the day, it used to be, what is your economic policy? These days, can you define a woman? It's absolutely embarrassing. But let's talk about her, because she decided to have a burn supper, and they decided to attend this event and make a speech and talk to people. But it was hijacked by pro-union groups, and who were basically telling her no to Indie Ref 2. Because in their defense, she did promise that this was a once in a generation vote. And the biggest problem we have is that everything is now causing chaos, and nothing is fully bringing down the system. So people are frustrated. Now, people suggested that it's not even the SNP. The Scottish Greens were the real government of Scotland because of this supply confidence. It's basically a coalition government. The SNP are relying on them to form an executive, despite them only getting 35,000 votes in the constituency contest. That is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing, the state of the system that we have currently in the country, especially when it comes to the devolved administrations like Scotland. We shouldn't really allow this to happen. But Scotland Matters came out to say that this past week has been the worst in Nicola Sturgeon's career. Her flawed gender bill and the ill-conceived attempt to weaponize it as a constitutional fight is falling about her ears, and the outrage over her arrogant rant blaming an unspecified number of campaigners. So politicians, ordinary people, they're all basically racist and this and all the ists, basically. She's lost the plot, they say. She's definitely lost the plot, because, and you know, it's different to completely going crazy, because at least she was always, obviously, had crazy ideas and crazy policies, but she was always good at media. She was good at speeches, at debates. She was a great manipulator, even though she has a terrible short-term memory. Yep, but that was her lie. But then, right now, she's falling apart. It's also quite funny to watch. She's going to be the next in the domino effect that Jacinda Ardern's created. We are having the same situation with Justin Trudeau in Canada, and now we're seeing it with Nicola Sturgeon. The only one left who's still standing, strong and stable, unfortunately, is Sadiq Khan. But let's give it some time, because the ULEZ expansion in London could also be his downfall if he doesn't play well. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.